Hello, and welcome to the Brico Power Hour. I am your buttery toast co-host, Brett Reese. With me here is Mr. Ricketang, also known as
Rico Suave.
Rico Suave. So yes, welcome to the Brico Power Hour.
What's going on, Brett?
Not much. Welcome everyone to our first episode of our podcast. Previously, we were both with Drunk Dorks, and this is our spin-off show. We're pretty much going to talk about everything. We're not going to be limiting ourselves to just dork stuff and whatnot. We're just going to talk about a wide range of current events and things that are on our minds.
But I assure all of you that we will still be drunk and dorks.
Yes, we will be. But yeah, welcome to the show. And to start this off, we want to talk about something that we noticed that has been going on recently. We noticed a lot that a lot of remakes have been coming out. And we've always thought that, Hollywood doesn't really have any original ideas anymore. It seems like it has to take someone new to come in and do something original. Because it seems like everyone else just hey,
it's not even that anymore. They don't want to take any risks.
No, they don't.
That's the problem. You keep pumping out fucking formulas. That's all it is. You just dump out formulas and we can't take any risks. But the weird thing is, anytime they do take a risk, it's a good movie, and it wins them a shit ton of money.
Yes.
And awards.
But they just want to stick to just redoing shit, trying to cash in on nostalgia, which is sometimes works out. A lot of times they drop the ball.
Yeah, it's 9 times out of 10 it's going to be bad.
Just recently, Baywatch came out. They made a Baywatch movie with The Rock and the other dude.
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron, yeah. And it bombed. It bombed like crazy.
I mean, of course it did. But,
of course.
I mean, it really bombed. I think it's got 14% maybe. It's down there.
So yeah, what was the point? Okay, people watched Baywatch. They did not watch it for the stories, okay? Everyone knows why they watched it. It was either for half-naked dudes or half-naked women. That was it. They knew what they were doing with the slow motion in the beginning and slow motion running.
Yeah, the show knew what it was doing.
Yes.
What if we take everything that was bad about the show and then put it into a movie? I don't know. There was at least some sort of, an idea of a redeeming quality in the show. I'm not going to say that Baywatch was good. It wasn't. It was fucking trash TV. But, I mean, I can understand why people enjoyed it. It knew what it was, and it didn't try to be anything more. This doesn't understand what it is, and doesn't try to be anything more on top of it. So, it's just trash.
Yeah, they try to...
An hour and a half of trash.
They try to... See, the show seems like it was subtly knew what it was, but the movie looked like it was just taking that and just, exposing the shit out of it. And that's why it didn't seem like it worked. Because, everyone likes boobs! That's why people watched it! No, it's not! No, I mean,
it sort of is.
It sort of is. That's not what I meant. I mean, it sort of is, but they they're just this. Let's throw it in your faces now. No.
Let's make it a crime comedy drama.
Yeah.
No, don't though. Really, don't.
No.
We're speaking like we've actually seen Baywatch, but the thing is, I don't need to see Baywatch. I saw the fucking trailer. That's all I need. I know exactly what happens in that movie, every single fucking step. I don't need to see anything else.
Not really, no.
That's it. The whole movie's been given to me in one single trailer. That's all I need. Well, it's fucking garbage. I know.
Well, then you got the Power Rangers movie too, which
got mixed reviews depending on who saw it. I guess, I mean, obviously there are going to be people who see the movie and on like a movie scale, they're going to be like, this is fucking garbage. Like, it's a bad movie. But then you have people who actually know Power Rangers and all the source material and are like, yeah, it was kind of supposed to be bad though. And in that aspect, it's actually good. So I still haven't seen it yet either. So
yeah, I mean, I used to watch Power Rangers. I mean, every kid watched Power Rangers in the 90s. And
yeah, what kid didn't watch
if you look at it now, yeah, it's cheesy as all fucking hell, but yeah, you enjoyed it as a kid.
Yeah, but Power Rangers has always been like cheesy. Just like charmingly cheesy.
Charmingly cheesy. I mean, I think even as a kid I kind of knew it was cheesy, but like it was still fucking sweet to see a giant robot fight a giant monster. So,
see,
I mean,
I don't think I knew that it was cheesy as fuck as a kid. I'm gonna go with I thought it was pretty goddamn awesome as a kid, and I loved that Power Rangers movie to shit.
I still liked it a lot too. I think I saw like one Power Rangers movie, but yeah,
I think that's the only one, like the Ivan Ooze one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like 2 or 3. And it's probably a lot more now, but
they all got dumped out of my mind then, because I only really gave a shit about like the first Power Rangers movie, because it was like, wow, look how fucking cool this is. They put the Power Rangers in a movie.
I mean, yeah, they had like cool ass toys and shit. But
it's
this again. Trying to.
Have you watched it recently?
Yeah, I've seen like clips.
Yeah, it's
bad.
I could still sit through it and watch it, but understanding that I know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not watching that or something like Space Jam because I want quality cinema.
No.
I'm watching that because I want something garbage from my childhood.
That is total shit, but it was entertaining at the time. And it still entertains you in a certain way. So I think this new Power Rangers kind of does the same. I mean, of course, it looks like it amps up the whole everything.
Yeah, I guess it's like not as bad as the trailers kind of made it out to be. But it's another one that I'm like, I'll wait till I can watch that for free.
Yeah.
And then I'll watch it for free, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't pay for that, but I'm glad I saw it. No, it'll just be a movie.
Now I wonder, like, it's the fact that, so they're trying to cash in on nostalgia, but it's also the fact that streaming and and digital downloads has become so huge that it just seems like it would cost way too much to try and come up with an original idea, so they go with like something that's already been written, already been done, just kind of throw a new coat of paint on it, basically.
Right. I mean, it's easier just to take a franchise and, I don't know, make a shitty movie, because they're still going to make their money back.
Yeah.
You don't have to put any effort or money into it, but then you're still going to get, like, make bank. Because people are going to go see garbage movies because that's what they do. That's why all the Transformers movies have, I don't know, they've made definitely their money back, that's for sure. Doesn't matter how bad they are. People still pay to go see them, and I don't understand why.
Because it's mind-numbing action. Like, I've seen 2 of them, and that's all I got out of it, basically. Was just that.
It was a
giant robots and explosions and blah. Like, alright, great.
Cycle-based explosions.
Yeah. Like, I knew I knew what I was getting when I went to see it, so.
The first one's not that bad. I mean, it's not good, but it's not. It understands what it is, and it's very self-aware. And then everything after that just became garbage. So, My God, do I like the word garbage and trash.
Trash and garbage. Hot garbage. Hot, stinky garbage.
Pocket garbage.
So they're also bringing back Animaniacs as well.
Supposedly, that's what the rumors. But the thing is, Steven Spielberg is producing it, from what I've read.
That might not be bad.
Well, Steven Spielberg was who produced all the WB shows that were good in the 90s.
Oh, right, yeah, he did.
I mean, he did the original Animaniacs and, like, Pinky and the Brain and Freakazoid and all that. So, you know, I don't think Animaniacs is one of those things that could, like, fade out. I think it could still easily be relevant.
Because that's what they were. That's basically their whole shtick was they're always relevant.
Yeah, I mean, when you watch some of the older episodes, I mean, you know, obviously some of the jokes are a little outdated because they're, like, dated for, like, 90s humor.
Yeah.
But there's no reason that they can't do that in current day and be in the up and up with, like, current commentary on things.
That's how I feel like shit, like Looney Tunes, they did that. Because they always portrayed a lot of, like, famous people during their time.
Yeah, I mean, there were whole episodes dedicated to that, too.
So it's like Animaniacs did that as well. So they could do it again. The one thing I noticed, I don't know if you noticed, like, in cartoons, I know it's a little off topic, but there's something I noticed, like in Animaniacs, they had the whole, like, the different songs, like, about the states and the countries.
Yeah.
And, I mean, other cartoons have done that too. Like, they throw in something you can learn about into them. And I wonder, I could have sworn there was some sort of, like, law about that, where...
Yeah. No, that was the legislation thing in the 90s.
Yeah.
I wrote a whole article for Drunk Dorks on that.
Oh, yeah, yes, I was trying to remember that, yeah. Okay, yeah. Like, they have to include somewhere, like, some sort of education. And I just realized, I remember today that Teen Titans Go has a whole episode about buying and leasing out an apartment. Like, buying an apartment building and then leasing it out to tenants. And they go into great detail about it.
That's actually kind of clever.
It is. And, like, it's just Robin, like, doing this, and, like, everyone else is just, like, so bored by it, but get excited because the prospect of getting money, but he's like, oh, no, that takes a long time. It's just kind of funny, like, just explaining it. It was actually pretty good. I know a lot of people don't really like that show, but that show does sometimes have some clever episodes.
Yeah, periodically.
But yeah, I think we need more of that in cartoons, though.
Yeah, we need more clever humor. We can't just, like, I don't know. And, you know, that's kind of the way our culture is, too. We assume that cartoons are meant for kids, so we don't have to, like, hold it to any sort of higher standard.
No.
You know, which is the reason we keep getting all these, like, mediocre, terrible fucking kids movies, like, everything by Illumination. How many fucking times do I have to see Minions?
Yes.
Of that nature. It's because everybody just assumes that because it's meant for kids, it doesn't have to be, like, highbrow. It doesn't have to teach anything. It's like, oh, well, it's for kids. Yeah.
Make it
well,
dumb.
you should absolutely hold it to higher standards then. You should probably teach kids something while you're at it, instead of just sticking them in front of some sort of mind-numbing television for, you know, hours on end. It should teach them something.
Yes, it should. It definitely should.
To be entertaining too, but, like, it shouldn't just be mind-numbing. Just, you know, have you watched the Minions movie?
Yeah, I did. I just maybe Locke will like this, and it's terrible. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
There's nothing to like about it. Nothing. I have not seen a single Illumination film that I've for heels for. I guess the first whatever fucking movie the first one's a mediocre, okay film. It's nothing to write home about. But God, everything after that has just been awful. Just fucking terrible, lowbrow garbage. And it wasn't like I want to say Boss Baby, but I actually don't think that was Illumination.
Who made Boss Baby? Let's see.
Was that DreamWorks? God, what if it was
Let's
DreamWorks?
see.
That's bad.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. DreamWorks, yes.
Oh no, that's bad.
Oh, no.
To you, DreamWorks, they used to be good.
What happened?
What the fuck?
I don't know. DreamWorks always had, like... I don't know. They sometimes have some weird art to it. I don't know why.
I don't always like every DreamWorks movie.
Like Megamind. I don't know why, like, the people look weird. Like, everyone has giant fucking heads and tiny necks.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, even if I don't like the movie aesthetically or even really necessarily like the movie, that doesn't always mean it's bad.
No,
I don't really care for Megamind, but it was an okay movie. It at least taught something at the end.
Yeah. It did.
You know, Monsters versus Aliens is kind of weird, but it's still a good movie.
Yeah, they do have interesting concepts. Like Monsters versus Aliens. You know, using monsters to fight aliens, or Megamind having a bad guy suddenly realize he's trying to be good, and yeah. Ugh. Good God.
Out of all of this, at least we get a remake of DuckTales that actually looks good.
DuckTales. Woo.
I mean, seriously. I'm kind of upset that like Alan Young is dead and Scrooge McDuck's voice is just it's gone. Like that iconic voice that I've known for my entire life and hell, some people's entire lives. I mean, he's been voicing Scrooge since I think Scrooge's incarnation. But David Tennant is a good substitute, I guess.
Yeah, he should be.
See, they could, if Disney keeps on track with writing like Gravity Falls, they could easily redo Darkwing Duck too, especially if they're going to do else, because they both fit in the same universe.
Yeah, they could. Oh, the other thing I wanted to bring up too was Samurai Jack. Like, well, bringing that back and finishing it. I mean, that was another thing from the 90s. Or not really. No, not 90s. that was early 2000s. But still, that was still a long time ago.
17 years.
Yeah.
So.
And, I don't know, I found it kind of sad that it was only one season. And it was like, it seemed like it was the way that the creator wanted to do it in the first place, and tried to do it for the first 5 seasons.
Well, I don't think Gendy had an ending for Samurai Jack planned. It was like over the years he was like, man, it would be nice to have finished this. I mean, I guess I don't think when he was like doing it, he really had a plan set out for it. It was just kind of like, let's just do an episode to episode thing.
It was episodic, but they did do a lot of callbacks.
But yeah, I don't know. Well, kids shows weren't really made to like have an ending back in the day either.
No, not really. Like kid shows, a couple of them had like a couple of arcs, but that was about it. Like, you know, like Batman the Animated Series. You know, they were episodic, but there was a couple of episodes that were, you know, there was an arc to it.
Yeah, I mean, it had an overall arc, but I mean, it's not like Gravity Falls, where it was like 2 seasons and then it's done and that's it.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be done and it's actually gonna like end on a note. And like Steven Universe, when it's done, it's gonna be done, and that's gonna be that. Ed, and Eddie, it just kind of ended. Johnny Bravo just kind of stopped. Like they just kept doing things until they all got canceled.
Yeah, basically.
I think Samurai Jack was done in like the same kind of tone too. If you got renewed for a season, that was that.
Well, it did. I mean, there was an overall arc to it. It was about him trying to get back in time.
Yeah, I mean that's the overall arc, but I mean obviously he was never going to succeed.
And Ed, and Eddie didn't have one, or like Dexter's Lab or Johnny Bravo. It was just those were episodic. But
some of Dexter's Lab was not, and of Ed and Eddie was not either.
No, none of those had an arc. It was just episodic things. It just happened each episode, and that was it.
Well, I mean, there was like callbacks to other things too. I mean, there was barely, but I mean, kind of. Things happened and changed like episode to episode. But it was nothing that was like major. It wasn't like Batman where there was a 3-episode series or anything like that.
Yeah, none of that happened. I don't know. There wasn't. Yeah, we didn't have that many shows with just any cartoon shows with arcs to them.
Yeah, and if they were subtle. I'd hardly even call them arcs.
No.
They went until they were done.
Yeah, they're just references.
Yeah, everything went until it got canceled, and then that was it.
Well, speaking of things getting canceled, retail. Seems like retail stores are dying. Horribly.
It seems?
Badly.
Oh, they're totally dying.
Totally dying. Because of online sales.
Yeah, a little more than that, but yeah.
Well, I mean, shit. It's easier to just go on Amazon or Best Buy or whatever and just I can there it is. There's a product I need. Buy, done. It'll be sent to me within a couple days. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to get in the car or anything. And before it's like, I just want to say, like, before in the beginning, like when online shopping started, it's just specialty things. But like, since you have something like Amazon or stores that are similar, like they sell anything, even groceries. You can press a button.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not gonna. I don't know. I don't think grocery stores are really in danger.
Not really, not yet. Because Amazon, you can buy groceries. You can. You can't get produce, of course. You can't really get meat or anything.
Have you ordered groceries online though?
But you can get food. Yeah, you can get food online.
No, I know, but have you ever done it?
No, I haven't. But they have like the Amazon Dash button you can buy, and you press a button, and bam.
I've used the Amazon Pantry, and it's okay, but I can't see myself doing that. And I don't know, work situation or anything like that where I like to go to places like Meijer or Target on break just to kill time, and then I'll go shopping for just household things that I need. But yeah, I don't know. Especially with like produce too. Like I don't usually sit down and like buy snacks or anything like that. I buy, even on Amazon, I buy specialty things that I have a hard time finding, like any of the Asian foods that I'm looking for.
Yeah, and it's pretty good for that. I mean, the thing with a brick and mortar store is that you can physically like pick up the item, and inspect it for yourself and get a feel for what it is, so to speak.
There is a bit of a high I get in going to a store and actually like touching things and like getting things, and that sounds very fetishy. And
you just you just go in a store and just like touching things. Oh, yes. Sir, are you okay? Yeah, no, I'm so good. I am so good right now. Oh,
this guy's like having an orgasm touching the noodles. I don't know what's going on now.
Just have a boner walking around the store.
Udon. Oh.
Oh, no. Sorry,
Look
you okay?
at all the laundry soaps. I don't know. I mean, I've used the Amazon like grocery shopping for like specialty things, but I'm not gonna like sit down here and be like, God, I really want a like box of Ritz crackers or something, and like fucking go on Amazon and order that, and then hope that it comes in like 2 days. I'm gonna go across the street to Kroger and get a box of Ritz crackers.
Well,
yeah, it's way easier.
But I mean, Amazon is trying to kill that by you got the drone delivery. And they also have Amazon, I think it's called Amazon Instant or something like that, where you can get within like a couple hours.
Yeah, but you got to pay extra for that, though.
Yeah, I know.
Why would I do that when I can like go across the street to Kroger?
And then the other thing, I don't know if you ever seen that. There's a video that they had, where it was a brick and mortar Amazon store, grocery store. Where you just walked in. There's no checkout or cashier or anything. You walked in, grab anything you want, and just walk out. And it charges your Amazon account.
Yeah, and like that would be okay. I would do that. But they did that as a test store. They haven't like put that anywhere else.
Oh, I know, but it's coming. It's.
But that would be cool. I would utilize that. But I think.
I mean, I think that kind of shit was already coming when they started putting, self-checkout at grocery stores and whatnot. So
I hate going to like people to check me out. Just let me do it myself. The only thing that slows me down is the damn machine.
Basically. But like I have to go to a person if I have my kid with me. Because it's not easy.
Oh.
It's not quick.
Yeah.
I need someone there. So, yeah. But.
Yeah, I've been really into these like YouTube videos lately where people have been discussing like the decline in retail. And I don't know why, but it's like fascinating to me to learn about this. Specifically, I was watching about Kmart the other day, and how Kmart is just like deeply declined to the point of like Kmart's not going to be around for much longer. 10 years at max, and Kmart's just going to be gone.
Is that Kmart still on Mac?
Harper, yeah.
Harper, I mean. God,
yeah, that's like the only Kmart I can think of that's still around.
I can't believe that one's still fucking around. It's not that great of a store.
No, Kmart in general is not that great of a store.
No, it's not.
I mean, you've been to a Kmart? They haven't updated that damn store since 1980.
No, I haven't walked into that in a Kmart since the 90s.
I'm not kidding you. Kmart looks exactly the same now as it did when I was a kid in the 90s. Kmart has not changed at all in the last 20 years. 30. It has to be like more than 30. It has to be.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed since before I was fucking born.
I bet I could walk into that Kmart and still nothing would have changed. I bet I can walk in there, and they have not rearranged any aisles or anything like that.
No, because they don't have the money to. They don't have the manpower to do anything. They don't have. It's stuck in the. It's like a fucking time capsule.
It is.
Smart and Payless, at least older Paylesses, not the new ones that they've like updated, but I mean even those kind of. Payless and is like a time capsule too. Payless looks exactly the same as it did in the 80s.
Yeah, it does. It's just here's walls of shoes, and here's the same fucking little benches with the mirrors and like the same sort of shoe sizer things that we've made out of fucking steel that we've had since the 80s. Everything's the same. We don't have to change a damn thing.
No, and I mean, like, I don't know how you would update a shoe store or whatever, but I mean, you know, there are way better looking shoe stores.
Oh yeah, like Foot Locker or like DSW Shoes or whatever. You know, like Payless has always been just here's the boxes opened with the shoes in them. Just grab a shoe and it's right there in the box. There you go, done. They're right there on display. There's no like here's the sweet ass new Nikes or whatever. Like here you go. No, here it is.
You know what? It's kind of like sad for me too because I don't know. My parents were like kind of like money on things that they knew were gonna like get ruined, so they didn't spend money on like clothing or shoes for my sister or I.
Same. 4 fucking kids. Yeah, we always went to Payless.
Yeah, exactly. So my parents used to shop at Kmart and Payless. Those were from. So, like nostalgia-wise, it's actually kind of sad to see them going because I don't want to say that I enjoyed going to Kmart or Payless or anything like that, but I definitely have like a nostalgic memory for it. Whenever I walk in there, it's like walking into the 1990s. It's like, boy, Kmart has not changed at all. This is kind of weird.
I feel like the same can be said for Sears as well.
Sears got bought by Kmart.
How the fuck? What?
Yeah, that happened in like the early 2000s. Yeah, Kmart bought Sears.
How the fucking Kmart buy Sears? I thought Sears was way better than fucking Kmart.
It was right before Kmart started going under.
Wow. And then now Sears is going bye-bye.
They're both fucked, yeah. When one goes, the other one's going to go too. And it's just a matter of time before Sears is gone too.
Well,
Sears lately either? I mean, it's like...
No.
In Sears. And that's not to say that they don't have, like, decent products or anything like that, but like there's nobody in those stores.
Yeah, I mean they still have like the same old departments. Like here's a vacuum department. Like what? You have a vacuum department specifically for vacuums? And
you know, like one of the problems with this is you know, in addition to all the thing, in like the 80s and 90s, they built way too many fucking malls. Way too many malls.
There's a huge explosion in malls.
Yeah, because it was like, hey, the economy's booming, let's just build all these malls, you'll spend all your damn money.
Yeah, it's all your shopping in one place.
Yeah, I mean, there's like 1,200 malls in America, which doesn't really seem like a whole lot, but it's kind of a fucking lot of malls.
Oh, just in Michigan alone, in the Metro Detroit area, how many fucking malls there are?
I can think of... There's at least 5 that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yes. That's... like... what was that? Well, there's the one on, what was that, 21 Mile? Partridge Creek? Like, I feel like
Still
malls
there.
are... What?
Partridge Creek is still there.
Yeah. But I
Right
feel
down
like,
the road from Lakeside.
yeah, I feel like malls are trying to go in that sort of direction, or going to, like where it's just outdoors and it's like you're walking through like a
They are
village. You're just walking through a
Lakeside
village.
to look like Partridge.
Yeah, it's just you're walking through a village. You're not in a giant building. You're outside.
Yeah, they're all outdoor malls now.
Yeah.
To Partridge Creek just to walk around. They're not going there to shop because everything at Partridge Creek is too expensive and we're all poor.
You
I don't
peasants.
got money to go to Gap.
You peasants go to Lakeside Mall. You can't.
Well, we went to Lakeside on Memorial Day, and there was nobody in there. It was Memorial Day, or because it was like just dead.
I think it's because it's Memorial Day. It's always packed when it's like malls are always packed in Christmas time, and that's about it.
Yeah,
November,
if you go in
December,
or anything like that, there's nobody there.
Packed to the ass. That's the only time.
Radio Shack's basically gone now too. That's another icon from the. I mean, all these companies are like really old, but I think they like boomed in like the late '70s, early '80s, and like that's. I don't know. That's like the addition of it that I'm aware of.
Well, Radio Shack was they had like specialized shit. Like they're trying to be like Best Buy and like a hardcore electronic store. Like, oh, if you need a phone cord, we have that. Or like, this special kind of battery, we have that.
Yeah, now we have Amazon, so it's like we can just order all that shit online and have it in a day or two. So Radio Shack's getting fucked. And then, in the meantime, Best Buy swooped in there and was, well, before that, actually, Best Buy swooped in there and was like, hey, your specialty store? Fuck you, we're going to do it, but better.
Well, Best Buy's
not doing so well either.
Well, I think they're doing better now because they've realized, like, they do a lot of online shit more than they do any sort of brick and mortar shit. Because they realize, like, they're like, you know what, we gotta get on doing more internet sales.
Yeah, because anytime you walk into a Best Buy, unless it's Christmas time, they're dead as fuck.
Oh yeah, they are. They're totally fucking dead.
Yeah, there's one out on 23 in Gratiot that I go to on break when I'm bored, and God, there isn't a soul in there. Which works for me when I'm trying to get, like, hard to find Nintendo shit, because I just walk in there and I'm like, oh, all these Link amiibos? Give me all of them, sir.
Give me all of them. No one's in here.
I have no trouble finding stuff like that, but God.
Well, I mean, hell, even when I got the Switch, like I was waiting for a while. I was trying to save up some money for it and whatnot. And like I had a tracker for retail stores. And of course it kept selling out at like GameStop, because specialty GameStop, everyone knows GameStop, but like at this one freaking Walmart, it was in stock forever, and I just finally I went there and they had it in stock, and it was like, but walking in there, it was really creepy. It was like super dark. I was like,
and GameStop too, like creepier than normal walking into a Walmart.
Yeah, like you in this Walmart, it was like dark. It was like there's people around, but it was like dark and it was like disorganized as fuck. It was like it just seemed like something, like some sort of apocalypse was gonna happen, or like some natural disaster was gonna happen. So like people were like stocking up on shit, and that's what it looked like, because shit was all over the floor and whatnot. And I walked into the electronics area and shit was everywhere. It was disorganized. Like
that's
yeah,
what Kmart looks like.
Like, do you have any Nintendo Switches? Yeah, we got like 3 in the back. I'm like, all right, and I got one. It's just like, Like, hey, you guys gonna fix these lights? Because it's, like, kind of dark in here. It's like
Nah,
what
man,
the
it's
fuck is
Walmart. You don't want
happening?
to see what you're... Walmart.
No,
You're better off not knowing.
no, I don't want to see 90% of what's in Walmart. I just beelined for the electronics section. Like, and the thing is, like, on the it was a super Walmart or whatever. On the outside, it looked nice, but, like, just when you walk in, it was like, what the fuck is going on here? It's a goddamn mess in here. I don't know, but working retail sucks balls anyways.
Yes, it does.
And we know. We've worked in retail. We worked at the same store. In fact, you took my job, you bastard.
Well, guess you shouldn't have went to that concert.
No,
Your job. That was not... I didn't know. We could have worked together, Brett.
we could have. I know,
At your job, so...
the weighing took over the brain that day.
I know how it goes, man.
And it got me in trouble. That's terrible.
I mean, yeah, that was terrible.
No, but I mean, who the hell? I mean, no one wants to work in retail, fucking ever. No one does.
I mean, no, that's nobody's like first choice. Nobody wakes up in the day. Okay, I can't say that because I'm sure somebody somewhere wakes up and goes, "Boy, I really do enjoy my job at fucking Walmart."
Golly gee willikers, I can't wait to get to work and deal with fucking human beings on a daily basis that are fucking assholes too for no reason. Because they can't get
I'm sure somebody
50 cents off on a goddamn dollar thing.
Yeah, I'm sure someone enjoys that.
Obviously, otherwise you wouldn't have managers.
Dude, none of them like that.
That's true. You're just like, you're gonna pay me more money? Cool. Alright, I guess I'll stay here. Might as well.
We didn't even work anywhere that was that demanding.
No, it wasn't that demanding, really. Still, it sucked.
Oh yeah, I mean it was awful, but well, I don't want to say it was awful, but you know, I certainly didn't wake up going, "Boy, I wish I could go to work today."
This'll be great.
That was never the case. Not that that's the case at all, ever. Like I don't think I've ever worked a job where I wake up and I'm like, "Huh, I'm so excited to go to work today."
Golly gee willikers.
Kidding, I really do love my job.
Just in case anyone at work hears you. I love my job too. I do. It is a challenge. And that's what's great about it.
Yeah, no, I really don't hate my job or anything like that.
No, we're not talking about our current jobs. We're talking about working at a fucking retail store.
Retail was just I'll tell you what though, I would never go back to like working retail willingly.
No. I mean,
you'd have to pay me a fuck ton of money.
You're just dealing with just humans at a weird level.
Yeah. I mean, you know, most of the time it was like easy in and out people that just like
just want to get their shit and go.
But then you had those people, and we had like the epitome of weird people working in pet stores.
Working at and shopping at.
So it's like, I don't know. Person, it was like, I don't know, turned up to 11. It was never like an okay, easy to manage weird person. It was always like, you seem like a fucking cartoon character, weird person.
Yes. Like, there was one guy that he had, like, He had a Mercedes Benz, but it had like a billion fucking cats in it, living in it, and like a shitload of boxes in it. Caca.
Kaka! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Swear to God, he was actually homeless, except for that car.
Yeah. We always thought that he had like billions of dollars like buried somewhere at like a house. And, or like he had a mansion somewhere, but he didn't care for living in it, so he just like wanted to be close to his cats. So he decided just to live in his car.
I'm pretty sure he was actually homeless.
Yeah, he probably was.
I'm pretty sure that was the case.
But he would just go down the aisles and knock down cat food cans and dent them, and he would get a discount.
And then I'm sure he went home and he ate the pet food cans.
Probably. He probably did do that. You mean his car? His home is his car.
Old people eating cat food and dog food, that's a real thing.
It is a real thing, I know.
That happens.
I did, there was one time this guy that came in every week or so to get crickets, and I don't know. He was a little odd.
Well, you think he ate the crickets?
I know. He would always talk to me about hockey. Like playing hockey and shit. But yeah, I don't know.
Wait, were you implying that he ate the crickets, though?
I don't know. I don't know. He would always ask for me to get him crickets. But since he talked to me about hockey, I'd always hook him up with more crickets. So I'm like, here, just take some extra. I don't give a crap. It's fine.
You're the reason I had to hand count those, aren't you?
I never hand counted them. Like, how the fuck can you hand count those? They're fucking crickets.
You can do it. It's not fun.
No, I never did. I was like, yeah, this, I don't know, about 50 crickets, whatever.
You know how many 12 crickets is? It's not a lot. It doesn't look like a lot either.
No, it's not.
You know how many times I got yelled at because 12 crickets doesn't look like 12 crickets?
Like, seriously, how much is each fucking cricket
30
worth?
30 when I asked for a dozen?
How much is one cricket worth? A fourth of a fucking penny?
Money on them.
A fourth of a penny?
No, dude, they cost a shit ton of money to, like... They were doing, like, a breakdown of it, and I was like, holy shit, we are actually losing money on crickets.
Seriously?
Yeah. It was great, because they cost so much to actually send.
Wow.
And then, like, the death ratio upon shipping and everything like that, it was like, if we didn't sell them all at cost, we weren't making any damn money back on them.
Then what's the point? Don't sell crickets, then. They're a pain in the ass. Every time I open that, a ton of them would be dead.
That's why they kind of stopped carrying most animals, too.
Yeah, because it's not worth it.
But they somehow carry reptiles constantly. We just evolved into a pet store breakdown here with this. That's where we went.
Yeah, we did. Well, we're just talking about our own experiences at brick and mortar stores, working at them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of misconstruing with, like, customers. Or a lot of deceiving of customers with brick and mortar stores, like GameStop. They do that a lot. There was, like, that one thing recently that got leaked about, like, how they should lie.
They're selling and how they should sell used games rather than new games.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? When Kotaku ran that article and everything, held because of that, and they actually ended that policy that they had.
Yeah. So it's like they do weird ass deceiving things. I don't know.
Well, I can't say that I've had any bad experiences at GameStop, but I mean, I've heard some horror stories from people. So
I have. I don't know, just GameStop pisses me off in general. Like,
I only like it because I really got like the hookup with the one.
with the one?
Yeah, the one that I go to. You know, they're good, and they know me by name and everything because I go in there way too frequently. So,
Hey, Rico!
yeah, I mean exactly. So,
Everybody knows your name.
yeah, it's like Cheers.
so you're like,
The GameStop experience is like Cheers.
you're like the one guy. I can't remember his name on Cheers. That he's there every day having a beer, and he has a running tab.
The mailman?
No, it's another guy.
I gotta be honest, I didn't actually watch Cheers.
Why didn't you watch Cheers? Actually,
I was a kid. You think I actually understood any of that shit?
I didn't really watch Cheers. I just.
There's no Norm was in it. That's about all I knew.
No, that's who it was, Norm.
Oh God, is it really Norm?
Yeah, Norm. He was the one. I don't know. I watched a YouTube video about this, about Cheers for some reason, and how Norm was. It's just horrible. Just like this, he has a horrible story because he's like an alcoholic. But yeah, I was just saying that you're like Norm from Cheers, where you're just in there every day. Give me another amiibo.
God, I am. I'm like fucking Norm. I'm an alcoholic, but instead of alcohol, I mean, there's still alcohol, but you know, amiibos.
Oh, good God, good Lord Almighty. Just, oh.
Retail, what happened to you?
I don't know. I think it's. I mean, it's online. It's online shopping. It's too many malls.
Yeah, well, they're closing a lot of malls too, but then they keep opening them, and I'm like, stop.
And then, I mean, it's also the fact that I don't know. I think it's part of that too, like the trust, like with GameStop and whatnot. It's like just the weird, conniving, sneaky shit that they sometimes try to do. I mean, I don't know. Actually, online stores do that too. But
yeah, they do. But then, like, I don't know. I get a lot of better deals on Amazon when I pre-order games too.
It's the deals too. I mean, you can.
You know, I've got the Twitch Prime. I get like 20% off when I pre-order a game on Amazon. Why would I ever pre-order it at GameStop if that's the case?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably lower cost for Amazon to hold on to that than hold it at a retail store.
Yeah. Because they have a whole goddamn warehouse. And I guess GameStop does too, but the way that they push product...
It's lower cost.
Right.
Oh. Well, that is all the time we have. You can find us on YouTube and our Twitch accounts. I am at the Bork Cube, and Rico is at El Suaverino.
Nope, that's totally wrong.
I thought you were El Suaverino.
Nope, it's El Suavanero.
Oh, Suavernero. I mispronounced it.
You are real good at mispronouncing things, too.
I'm sorry. I've been drinking. Okay?
Overwatch videos where you mispronounce Orisa every single time is like...
I did?
Yeah, you're
Orisa. Orza? It's...
To the point where Wesley actually said something about it, and he was like, well, Brett, will you tell Brett that it's actually Orisa? But you could hear me mutter under my breath throughout the entire video. It's Orisa.
Well, I had Layla just yelling in my ear. Or talking in my ear. And just giving commentary the whole time, so I was just slightly distracted by her. Ugh. Crap. Okay, I'll try to do better, alright?
So anyway, you can find me at El Suavanero.
El Suavanero. Sorry. Yeah, and we're on Facebook as well. The Brett and Rico Super Show.
Yes.
And YouTube, same name. Brett and Rico Super Show.
Brett and Rico Super Show.
Yips.
New videos every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, and every Tuesday. I try to stream on Fridays and Saturday nights. And what time do you usually stream, Rico?
I try to do Tuesdays, but whenever I have time.
Okay.
You can follow me on Twitch at El Suavanero.
I already said that. Oh, for the schedule. Okay.
I will repeat myself all I want, Brent. This is my podcast now.
Oh, no! Okay. Goodbye, everyone. See you later.
See you later.
Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you.